Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense to go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Fuller. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this? In
our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Caught behind the line. It's Harbor. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's McAllister. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Throwing, Sellers. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Keeps it on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Frazier. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for space, it's McAllister. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. With the catch, it's Sellers.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got it behind the line. It's McAllister. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's McAllister. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Sellers, nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into a half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Sellers. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got a man, it's Clark. Timeout called by the Bulldogs, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the play.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Obviously didn't like what he saw in 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's stopped short, and it's fourth down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Run inside. It's Clark.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sellers. That's caught. It's Harbor. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He'll do it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Running inside. It's McAllister. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Right back to the well. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Here's a give to Frazier. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He now has 72 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Humphreys.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Fuller. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hunt. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Sends it back in motion. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
From the red zone, it's McAllister. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Drills him with the stiff arm. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. There's some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. On first down, Nate Frazier. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll give it on the counter. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he got it! And we are tied, and we have set the stage for quite a finish.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's McAllister. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
He'll pull it down, finding some room. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The run inside. It's McAllister. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sellers. Right on the money. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You
know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Clark. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Long enough, gone! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been